Hey you guys! It's Peter and Pee-Pee. And we're back. Of course we're back. We're not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. Come and kiss. Oh, we're YouTube famous now. And you know how? I'm going to tell you. Redneck, here be humble, redneck gay. He's redneck gay all day. Don't be calling Pee-Pee names if you aren't a very nice person. I don't know. I was just making that up. That was stupid, wasn't it? Pee-Pee, we don't like being called names, do we? Name calling is mean. Do you agree? Aw. All right. Let's get right into this video. Roll that footage, bitch. So yesterday I posted a picture on Instagram, but first, let's not forget, Pee-Pee received a very important piece of mail this week. Would you like to share it with the people? He said, if we must. He goes, should we call my manager first? Pee-Pee, you don't have a manager. He goes, yes, I do. I go, no, you don't. He goes, it's Tucker. All right. Dear Pee-Pee Monn Paredes, it appears that there must have been some sort of mix-up and that your Screen Actors Guild card was sent to me by mistake. I have rerouted this important documentation to you in care of Peter Monn. And to help rectify this error by the Guild, I have used my considerable connections, along with a few name drops of the YouTube famous Peter Monn, to procure SAG cards for your brothers, Boo and Tucker as well. He didn't really care for that part. I hope this letter and the cards find you in good health and spirits, and that the delay in their arrival has not caused you any undue difficulties. He's had to turn down several projects at this point. I love your work and look forward to seeing more of you now that you are a card-carrying member of the Screen Actors Guild card. Best regards, Trish. And let me just show you what Pee-Pee got in the mail today. He's so excited. Look at that. You want to see? Look. Oh, he's looking at it, and look what it is. It is a Screen Actors Guild card. Can you see? Oh my God, is that not totally fantastic? It says his name on it and everything. And then look, Boo and Tucker got ones too. Pee-Pee's pretty sure he'll be winning his first Screen Actors Guild award next year. What will you be winning for, Pee-Pee? He goes, Best Supporting Actor in the Life of Peter Monn. Major motion picture coming in 2017. You think so? He said, yes, and I'm also going to win Best Kiss at the MTV Movie Awards. Don't even worry about it. Are you ready to answer some questions? Because I love answering questions because I just love this YouTube gig so much. He does. If I turn on the camera or I get on the phone, like he immediately is like right there. Like he wants to like make movies or take a picture with me. He's forever wanting to take an Instagram picture with me or a Snapchat, or he wants to snap people all the time, don't you? Pee-Pee, he said, now that I'm making so much money, do you think I could get my own phone, Dad? I said, no, I don't think we need to do that. I don't like it when youngsters have phones. Okay, let's get right into this. These questions. All right, which one do you want to answer first? Randoms? Okay. How did you know Alex was the one? Pee-Pee, he goes, well, he's my dad. Of course I knew he was the one. How did I know Alex was the one? I don't know. I really don't know. I remember the first date, and I was not interested in going on the first date at all. In fact, I had kind of planned at that point that I was going to move to Denver, and I called my friend before the date, and I'd actually canceled on Alex twice for dates, and this was like the third time that we were actually supposed to get together. And my friend was like, I said, I don't want to go on this date. And he was like, why not? I said, I just don't have any interest in starting something here when I'm going to be moving probably anyway. And he goes, just go on the date, and he was like, you'll either get laid or you'll make a new friend. So he was like, what's the worst thing, right? So I went on the date, and I'll never forget, Alex like walked in front of me. Like he came out of his, he was at his friend's condo because it was after school when he was in college. And so he came out and he like did this cute little wave in front of me, and I was like, oh shit, I'm screwed. And you know, it was really weird because I think I went into the date not like really giving a shit how the date went. And it was just like the easiest date I've ever had in my entire life. Like we just randomly talked. We didn't even finish like our meals, which Alex later told me he was saving all of his meals for lunch the next day at work. So like but I didn't finish my meal, and y'all know that I'm a big eater, right? And it was just like this date that went on forever. It went on till like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was just a really, really great date. So yeah. I think that like right away I just felt very connected to him. I will tell you that he did not necessarily feel that way. Like I was like within 2 weeks, like, yeah, this is the man of my dreams. He wasn't really sure, and he wasn't really willing to settle down at that point yet. So if Pee-Pee could date any celebrity or person in the media, who would it be and why? You want to tell him who your big crush is? He said, I just want to be best friends with that Boo. That fuzzy boo dog. He loves that fuzzy boo dog so much. He said, if I could just meet one thing, that one person, that's who I'd want to meet, is that fuzzy boo dog. Okay, do you like conspiracy theories? What's your favorite? I love conspiracy theories. I listen to Coast AM every night, maybe every other night. I love reading conspiracy books. Probably my favorite conspiracy is about aliens. Anything to do with aliens or UFOs, I'm super, super interested in. The Illuminati really interests me as well. So I don't know how much I believe in all of that, but it's interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. All right. What advice would you give to someone who is afraid of death? You know, it's really strange. My biggest fear, I used to tell people this always, was that my biggest fear in life, my biggest fear besides sharks was death. And my fear of sharks was obviously because I was going to die, being eaten alive by a shark, because my dad used to make me get out of pools when I was a little kid by going, na, 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 because he thought that was funny. It wasn't. So anyway, you know, I think it's interesting, like, I hate when people say this kind of shit because it's really condescending, but it's true. Like, the older you get, some things just kind of go away. And, like, I remember talking to my aunt right before she passed away, like 2 weeks before, and she was like, I'm just kind of ready to go. And I said, Aunt Kathy, you don't really mean that, do you? And she's like, I mean, I've had a wonderful life. She's like, I'm not afraid to die, you know? And, I'm not today. Like, my mom's death really helped me realize how natural death is, and very much like Charlotte's Web, like the cycle of life. Am I ready to die today? No. I have a lot I want to do, and I think that's the hard thing about getting older, is that, like, I'm not ready for it to be over yet. Does that make sense? Like, I have so many more things I want to do. I have so much more life I want to live that I am not, this phone keeps on cutting out. I'm not ready for it to be over yet. And so I think, like, that's the hard thing about getting older, is you realize that you're really on borrowed time. Let's see. PP, what's your favorite treat? And if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you like to live? PP said he would really like to live in Las Vegas because he's quite the gambler. And his favorite treat, do you like treats? His favorite treat in the whole world is those little white bones with red meat through it. He just goes crazy for those. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of those. PP, desert island question. If you could bring one treat, one toy, and one album to listen to with you on a deserted island, what would they be? What would they be, PP? He goes, well, of course, tons of bones. And then he said, I don't really like toys. He said, I only like toys when my brother Tucker is playing, and I like to take him away, and I like Lamb Chop. That's who I like. We call her Lady, the little lamb with the lips. We like her. We have about 4 of her. They only like one. I don't know why. And what album would you take with you? And he said, Free to Be You and Me, the soundtrack. He goes, I love that so much. Okay. Do you remember Free to Be You and Me? If PP was any other animal, which one would PP be? Is PP more Grace or Frankie? Said Zach. Hi, Zach. Zach in Chicago. Let's see. If you were any other animal, well, of course he'd be a bumblebee, even though it's not an animal. He'd probably be, he thinks he'd be like a cougar. You'd be a cougar? He said, oh yes, I'd be a cougar. And is PP more Grace or more Frankie? PP is definitely more Grace. Definitely. And Alex would agree. Boo Radley is definitely more Frankie, can't you tell? Okay, I love that show so much. Peter, you and PP can only watch one booty guru. Who is it? It can't be yourself. Who would you watch, PP? He goes, I just love that Nikki Tutorials. He loves Nikki Tutorials. He said, she's so pretty. I would probably just watch Manny. Manny. We'd watch Manny. PP likes his dog. Okay. It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Oh, it's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Don't worry about us, because we'll be just fine. Well, actually, next weekend is Pee-Pee and Boo and Tucker's Bachelor Weekend with their uncle, Carlos, and their Aunt Liliana, and their cousins, because they're going to house sit for us. Aren't you so excited? He's so excited. Being a writer, do you find it offensive when people highlight books? I do not find it offensive at all. In fact, my mom, in some of her favorite books, like would underline parts, and she would like with pencil, and she would highlight parts and write notes in it. And I love going back. I mean, you can always buy another book, but like those experiences of seeing like what somebody loved about a book, I think are so personal, and I love finding that. I love when people write in books. When people send me books and they write in them, I mean, it just means the world to me. It means the world to PP too. Okay. Let's see. What made you decide on a Vegas wedding, and how was your experience? Our experience was amazing. We were in Las Vegas for 11 days. I don't know how we decided to get married in Las Vegas. We knew we wanted to do a destination wedding, and we were going to go like out of the country, but we were like, a lot of our friends probably couldn't afford it, and we ended up only inviting 30 friends and family, and we are like love Vegas. And it was also the very first trip that we took together. So we went there, and what was interesting is that in looking at other places, we got married at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. And in looking around there, like the package that they offered us for what we got was actually the cheapest. And we ended up getting this wraparound suite for 11 days that overlooked the fountains of the Bellagio. I mean, we had a better view. What's that view? We had a better view of the fountains of the Bellagio and the marquee pool at Cosmopolitan and stuff in Las Vegas Strip than other hotels did. It was amazing. I mean, we were there 11 days. I could have stayed there for 20 days. We had so much fun. I absolutely love Las Vegas. When are you going to LA to collab with Trish and Shane? I don't know. I was actually just talking to Trisha about this the other day. There's some dates that I may be going out there. So just kind of has to coincide with when she's going to be there too. Does BB have an agent? He said his manager is at Tucker, but I'm not really sure there's any truth to that. Where would you go for your next travel? We're going to Miami next week. Can't wait. If you're going to be in Miami, come by and say hi to me. What's one memory you can't help but smile when you think about? Walking in the door of my condo. It's a smile, cry. Walking in the door of my condo where my mom used to live, and when I would open, she'd be like, oh, hi. And she always gave me these huge hugs. Like, every time I think of that, it makes me happy. What size does PP wear? He wears a small. Boo and Tucker wear mediums. Okay, hold on. I'm like all the way down. How did I get all the way down at the bottom of 64 questions? 64. PB, if we had gotten 66. What is your favorite time of day? My favorite time of day and PB's favorite time of day is nap time. And we're getting ready to go take a nap time right now. Do you want to go take a nap time? You do? Okay. Well, we're going to go get ready to take a nap. We've had a lot of fun doing this. Follow us all our social media. It's listed below. We respond. We send pictures and snaps and all that kind of stuff. We love you guys so much. Say bye, PP. He says bye. And one last kiss. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.